Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I've got a flower and it's for you. We got a love morning coming now. We got a love morning with horses and cow. We got a love morning with gratitude. We got a lots of chances to lift attitude. We got love morning. Yeah, yeah, we got love morning. Shoo-be-dee boo, we got love morning. Yeah, we got love morning for me and you. Good morning. Welcome to Love Mornings. Look at this beautiful gerbera daisy. I got this bouquet to bring to my friends Eric and Tasha last night, who made me dinner and had an incredible conversation, and I left the bouquet at home. So I'm sharing it with you. Regifting flowers. They don't smell. Gerbera daisies don't smell, but they make up for it in their beautiful hues. So I'm grateful for flowers, and I'm grateful for my opportunity to connect with Tasha and Eric last night. Beautiful people. It was such healing, nourishing conversation. If you are here, say hello. Let us know that you are here so that we can connect and be part of this awareness of like-minded, fellow open-hearted people. Love warriors, love ambassadors, members of Hug Nation. Hello, Hug Nation! I am live right now on YouTube and on Facebook, so you could be at either of those places. But really, Hug Nation is a place beyond time and space. It is an intention. It is a vibe. So you can participate even if you're not connected. If you are driving in your car at 9 o'clock in the morning, you can go, oh, it's time for Hug Nation. It's time for Love Morning. I can just, boop, let me just connect intentionally and remember, what do we remember to try to be? Connection, kindness, gratitude. Ta-da! So you can participate even if you are not online, not near your computer, every day at 9 o'clock. And if you want an extra dose, join me for the gratitude circles at noon and 6. Good morning, Gerbot. Gerbot saying, beautiful flower. Beautiful, powerful post. Thank you. I just posted on Medium and on Facebook a post. Wow, I feel like I'm on the edge of tears right now. Trigger warning, I'm probably going to cry today. Maybe not, I don't know. But I have been feeling very emotional. I wrote about saying goodbye to me. It's kind of a very, there's no secret. This is not a aha moment. Oh, to spiritually grow, you need to let go of the you that you've been to become who you're meant to be. That's kind of, personal growth 101. But those are words. And for really to really feel it and do it and get it, it hit me in a way, it's been hitting me lately in a deeper way than I realized. And I think that I have had this idea that as I dedicate myself to my spiritual path, which I have been, pretty intensely for 5 weeks now, and as I'm finding growth and noticing changes in me and ways that I'm thinking and just I'm feeling. Well, I take that back. I'm not always feeling like I'm making progress or that it's going well. Plenty of times I'm feeling like this is not working. But I guess I was under the impression and feeling like I like who I am. I'm pretty fucking stoked with all that I do in the world and the growth and the effort that I put into becoming who I am. And so I thought that maybe I could just do this extra spiritual work and just kind of add more awesome to the awesome. But I am becoming aware that the parts that I need to heal are super deep down in there. Things like need for approval, need to be loved. And these are rooted in this lack of self-worth, lack of self-love. And for me to really heal those things, I can't do it while being who I am now. I can't maintain halcyon and then add on and fix it. I gotta fucking throw it all away and then see what happens. And the truth is, like, some of my hurt and pain drove me to be the person I am today. And so I don't know if the person that I will be in my next chapter will be anything like this person. That's fucking scary. It's scarier than I thought. That's a heavy dose, you know, like people taking a leap of faith. But it's not like I don't hate my life. I don't hate who I am. I love who I am. I just feel like I could, there's if I'm going to stay alive for, you know, more decades, which looks like that's going to be the case, I'm not pretty healthy, then I need to take on the challenge of life, which is personal growth. And if I'm aware, as I'm becoming aware that there are parts of me that are out of integrity or out of pure flow, how can I not try to heal those things, even if it means dismantling, demolishing all that has come before, all that I've built? So, challenges. Well, good morning to everyone who is here. Good morning, Izzy and Faith and Christopher and Ash and Brandy. As I said, we're on YouTube and on Facebook. If you've got something you're grateful for, would love to hear it. Faith is thankful today to be connected to me, to witness my journey, and selfishly benefit from your shared knowledge and difficult work. Many thanks. I love you too. Lori B saying no urgency. Yeah. Izzy saying, good morning, John. I'm grateful that I'm able to invest in my business thanks to the financial help of my parents. Yay. Good. Yay to have support. We celebrate your abilities to thrive and invest in you. Also grateful for a great call with an adorable lady who hosts Zoom sessions about health and wellness for music professionals. We had a great connection and she invited me to be a guest on her platform in 3 weeks. Sweet! Grateful that I shared with her about Hug Nation and the Gratitude Circle. Super, Izzy. Chris saying, I'm sure this is difficult for you. I appreciate your sharing. That feels good to hear because, like, it is scary for me to say like I have issues with loving myself and self-worth, because, like, in 1998 I launched cockybastard.com, and it was called that because it was about self-love and about trying to practice self-love and trying to love myself. And so 98, 108, 18, what, 20 plus years? Is that right? That can't be right. Yeah, 20 plus years of being on a path of personal growth and still finding that there's stuff in me that's not healed. And that I've built all this on, you know, some broken foundation. That's humbling. And I guess, you know, I've been trying to embrace failure, and I guess not see it as failure. But I guess that's a pretty big one, you know, like, so if I can love myself for that, didn't know that I had to go through all that to get here. It's just humbling. I'm grateful that I have no urgency. I'm grateful that I feel very supported. And even though I have voices in me that feel like, that tell me that you have to, do it. You have to have it together and impress people to be loved. And I know that's not true. And I know that if I'm be true and honest, that I'm easier to love. I know that. It's just hard. Because I have this association with being lovable, being exceptional. Of course, I didn't have the microphone. Good. Ash is grateful. It's Friday. It's Pigeon. It's Friday, and I'm heading to Pigeons play ping pong. Oh, Pigeons play ping pong. Right. I love it. That's that band you told us about. Pigeons playing ping pong. Greatest name ever. Gail saying healing the child within is a work in progress. You build anew until you go within and heal strong foundation. Angela saying, good morning, you amazing human. I'm listening as I drive, connected to your energy and love. I hope you feel it. Thank you, Angela. I love you. I don't know if you saw, I reposted a video after the Pink Path with a video of you in your car. And it was your voice and your excitement. And it was so beautiful. It made me feel so good to remember that. And made me go, gosh, should I do another Pink Path? Maybe not right now. I mean, that's what I was thinking about. Would this be a good time to do the Pink Path and just we do it together and just be very upfront? Say, hey, everybody, I'm like going through it, but if you want to go through it with me, it could be really an awesome opportunity for us all to be vulnerable together. But I was thinking about you and I feel it. So thank you. I love you. Sharing the work is gold magic volcanoes of rainbow tears, explosion, bliss, peace. Thanks, Angela. Sandy saying, after having a year of therapy, I feel like every way I always thought about myself was an illusion, but I am still here. Ash saying, that's so terrifying. I don't know why this scroll always messes with me. Good morning, Chris. Chris says, so grateful to hear about your journey. Love to be so honest. I'm working on it. Well, I've been sharing for a long time. That's one of the reasons that I kind of have this shame feeling. Like, I guess I've never not been honest. It just sometimes I felt like the thing is, it's hard for me to just get my head around because I mean, over the last 25 years, it's not like I've been a bumbling idiot. Like I've had incredibly profound spiritual experiences, and I've shared my journey and a lot of real powerful growth. So it's not like I'm looking back going like, oh my gosh, you idiot, you didn't know what the fuck you were doing for the last 25 years. No, I feel like I've really had significant growth. it's just, I guess, ugh, it's just trying to acknowledge that there's still so much. Brent says, you've been giving the gift you really wanted for yourself. You've been, Catherine saying, so beautiful. Hi, Catherine. Good morning. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Jim. Sending me my big bug hugs. Thanks, Jim. Good morning, Jamie, or good afternoon, evening to you. Love you. Christopher saying, I guess this is the reason the fear beast at Burning Man connected with me so much. Yeah. Yes. If you're not familiar with that, that was the piece of art that's hit me harder than any other piece of art ever in Burning Man history. I think I have videos about it if you're curious, but if you can't find them, let me know. I'll find it. Ash is saying, what's the Pink Path? I have a coaching program, a group coaching program that I run periodically. You can go to pinkpath.net, and there's more about it. I don't have one scheduled right now. I kind of just do it when it feels right, or if people start asking, hey, when do you do that again? I go, oh, we could do it again. There's like a month version and a 3-month version. Yeah, it's kind of you kind of dig into your beliefs that are holding you back, figure out what your gifts are, how to be more radically self-expressed and more vibrantly you. See, this is a hard thing. Like I feel like I feel like it is. Does where I'm at now take away from my ability to coach and teach? Am I less qualified now? Because now I realize, oh, I was talking about radical self-expression and love, and I didn't fully love myself. I don't fully love myself. I still have struggle with, I'm trying to tell people to be confident, but at the same time, I was, dealing, not fully healed from my own lack of self-worth. Brandy's saying, maybe you should go through this Pink Path program. Well, I do actually. Like when I run the program, I do all the exercises. I that's part of it. That's why it's the Pink Path. We walk it together. It's not like, here are the lessons you know. I mean, so I guess I'm not out of integrity. I'm not telling people, I am the guru. Do what I say. I'm saying, here are the things that have really helped me. Hey, good morning, Marvin. Marvin saying he had a really good day yesterday, starting my day with us. Yay! Awesome, Marvin. That feels good to hear. Thank you. Shane, good morning. Much love. Dawn saying, envision yourself being physically embraced by Grandpa Caleb and imagine the inspiring things he might say to you. Yeah. That came up last night at dinner too. I should spend a little time sitting with Grandpa Caleb. I mean, his videos and some meditation and think about him. Jim saying, healing is constant. No one alive today is finished healing. Lori saying, you're human. Brandy and Catherine saying, you're more qualified. Yeah, I feel like I will be for sure. I guess I gotta be, fair, and I gotta practice some self-compassion too, and I gotta practice, like, nobody that is drawn to Hug Nation is expecting me to be perfect. I think I've been pretty clear with the disclaimers. Perhaps it might be time to a rename, The Path, perhaps. Interesting. Yeah, who knows? Maybe, I mean, although I know myself that if I'm going to do a rebrand, the chances of me relaunching are pretty far off. But then again, maybe you're right. Maybe this is, maybe I take a step back and redo the whole program and change the name of it. And Uh, Hi, Clarity. Good morning. Clarity saying, your courage and showing up is the gift for us. Thank you for your confidence to go live. You're so inspiring. Thank you, Clarity. I mean, to be fair and to be honest, I had a meeting yesterday with someone who's on Team John. I'm kind of have a group of people. I'm trying to collect more and more people on Team John who are supporting me right now. Keep in mind, I mean, I'm going through a lot of different changes. I have my heart broken for the first time, got sober, and I'm taking on and stopped drinking coffee. Although I almost had a cup of decaf this morning. I'm like, oh man, coffee sounds so good. Could I have a cup of decaf? Would I have to change my statement of no stimulants if I had a cup of decaf? But I'm going through all this stuff, and honestly, you're on Team John. She asked me last night, like, do you have support? And I have people, some people that I talk to, but really, this space is where I do the most of my healing and most of this is my support group. I've been to some meetings, support group, official support groups, but as vulnerable and as this is, I feel safer here. I feel supported here. So I'm super grateful. I was talking to my friends last night, Eric and Tasha, and they're this beautiful married couple. God, they're so beautiful. They're so awesome. But they were saying that, like, how they're all of the growth that they've done in their life, they've had each other, and they were just acknowledging that, it's a difficult thing to be alone going through what I'm going through. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, this is one of the reasons why social media is a tough one for me to just keep in check, because I get lonely and I feel connection through this. And I feel support. And I feel like you believe in me, And I know I need to be able to self-generate and find my self-love inside. But while I'm doing that, it feels nice to have people that believe in me. Not that I don't believe myself. I do believe myself. But sometimes I slip into my old thoughts and I expect too much of myself, and I'm not very forgiving. Good morning, Gabby. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning, Al. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube if you hear me talking to somebody that you don't see. If you missed it or you're curious, I wrote something on Medium and on Facebook this morning, same article, about being touched by the fingerprint of God. And what I've been struggling with just is, as I get deeper into this path, recognizing that I have to abandon, dismantle, walk away from the person that I've been. And how scary that's been, that thought of, I like who I am, like, who am I? I'm a person that does love learning every morning, and I do gratitude every day at noon, and I do gratitude at 6, and I do First Saturdays this week, and I work with the homeless, and I am a love ambassador. But I can't hold on to that while trying to let go and figure out, like, how much of my motivation to do that stuff is coming from a place that is
a defense mechanism. Or, I mean, I always thought I was acting in alignment, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I will put all those things right back on. Maybe, but if I am afraid to let go of it, then I can't, you can't pick up anything new when your arms are full. And so my friend Tasha last night, she said, you're not starting from scratch, Even if you give away everything, you are still touched by this fingerprint of God, that unique thing that made you a special little boy. That is what you're making space for. And now you can make space for that boy without the 50 years of stuff that has, compacted and constricted and tweaked. Now you can let that fully, that the boy that used to be a little boy who's so full of self-worth and so full of love, and before they get, innocence lost, be that, and then make space for that to grow into the new you. And I found that to be so comforting. Like, right, I'm not starting from scratch. It's kind of like if you ever written something awesome and then you lose it on the computer and you're like, fuck, I have to start from scratch. No, because you already have the ideas and the stuff inside you, and it usually comes out better the second time. And then you can choose, okay, I'm going to use that same metaphor again because it worked. My friend Ladybug was saying yesterday that, like, the dismantling, she talked about, like, putting every part of who she was onto the bed and then going through it all and going like, this doesn't serve me anymore. This doesn't serve me. Oh, this needs a little work, but it's, once I get it kind of polished up, this is going to be okay. Oh, this goes right back. This is true. So I think that, but you got to first surrender. Woo ha! Clarity saying, we're all in this crazy life together. Keep it up because you're helping me heal and feel community. You're inspiring me to share and continue sharing my authentic self. You give permission for this. Thank you for being so vulnerable. You are loved. Thank you. Oh, and the thing about, like, surrendering being hard, says Brandy, like, I thought I already was surrendering. I thought I already was doing a lot of this stuff to kind of feel like, oh shit. It's like I'm dancing on the mountaintop and then I turn around and go, oh shit, this isn't the peak. I gotta climb that, and I gotta leave my gear here. Fuck. Like, no, you got this. Okay. So yeah, because if you leave your gear, there's gonna be an up. There's gonna feel the wind is gonna you just trust, man. I'm like, okay. Hello, Sarada. Thank you for noticing my houseplants. I don't have any pets, but I have quite a collection of green life that makes me feel good. If you have said hello or said anything and I missed it, I apologize. As you could probably tell, I'm deep in it, and I'm feeling all the feels. So I think what we'll do, since I've been crying and I've been drinking tea, we'll have a hug, and if you want to stick around with me because I'm raw and this is everything in my life right now, I would love to hang out a little bit longer if you wanted to hang out. But if you got to get on with your day, it's 9:30. I know that some people have been saying like, "Ooh, I like it when it's short, so don't have to miss too much of my work or whatever it is." I get it. So, but these mornings, in addition to me sharing and being like a support group and with you, it's also a love morning. So we try to think about how can we be more connecting today? How can we find ways to be kind? What can we find to be grateful for? And then we have a hug. So wherever you are, give yourself a big squeeze. And as you squeeze your body, imagine that you're holding me and I'm holding you and all the people here that are in this space and this vibe, sharing this human experience, so much more alike than we are different. So let's sink into that. Know that we are supporting one another as we share our truth. We give permission to one another, and we can support one another, and we can live in purpose simply by being cheerleaders for one another. We don't have to do anything. We have to just try to be who we are and support others when they do that. That's the pink path. So as we feel connected in this beautiful embrace, let's take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful ambassadors of love, thank you for being here for Hug Nation this love morning. I love you. All right, I need a 30-second break. I will be right back. And if you have something that you're thinking about being grateful for, type it in now. Thank you, Tommy. Ask about staying sober and appreciate that. Michelle sharing, I was caring for a patient this morning and he expressed so much gratitude that I brought him OJ with just the right amount of ice. Oh, that was his gratitude, just the right amount of ice. His gratitude was almost palpable. His attitude was inspiring. With all he is battling, we connected because of orange juice. It's the little moments, he said. It reminded me of words you shared. Thank you for being both strong and vulnerable. Oh, I absolutely love that. That's the kind of thing that's the total Grandpa Caleb kind of thing. Just like he'd be at his retirement village and he would say, ask the waitress, would you recite all the dessert options? Listen to this. I've never had it so good. Listen to this, and she'd say, well, we've got these ice creams and we got this kind of pie. And he's like, we've got orange juice with the perfect amount of ice. Fuck yeah, that's gratitude. Boom. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. Thank you, Aneta. Al saying, grateful for those friends who act like soul mirrors, reflecting the love we have for them back to us so we can learn to fall back in love with ourselves. Ooh, that's so good. Gerbot, grateful for your courage to go deep and share your journey with us. We get better together. Thank you. Brandy saying, we get to what we see as the peak, only then discover that just ahead is an even bigger hill. The first one was just a training for the next one. Yep. It's dojo after dojo after dojo. And how do you, it's so, that's what, sometimes it's encouraging, sometimes it's discouraging. When I realize how many things that I have said that are the things that I need to hear now, I just need to hear them slightly differently or remember. I go, how, if you want to get better at martial arts, how do you get better at martial arts? You spar with someone who's better than you. You get your ass kicked. And you get your ass kicked, and you get your ass kicked, and then you get better and stronger and more capable. How do you get better at life? You get your ass kicked. You get your ass kicked. And then you get stronger. So, you don't up level without getting some mat burns and bruises. Grateful for Tanya. How come I haven't, it's been so long since I've seen her in person. I don't remember how to pronounce her name. We traveled together in Bali many years ago. She's a beautiful, beautiful spirit. Annetta is grateful for the totality of her journey. Amen. Michelle is grateful for Gabriel, Robert, Betty, me, Pink Heart, and all your chosen Pink Heart family. Thank you, Gail. I do know, and I appreciate, and I feel loved. Thank you. Gabby is grateful that this came up on your feed as you were walking out the door to listen to on the ride to work. Well, how nice to have been a part of your commute. Gail saying, "You're my ice and my OJ." Oh, I want a t-shirt that says that. A nice orange shirt. You're the ice and my OJ. Speaking of which, my no urgency shirt should be here in the mail any day now. I can't wait to wear that. Oh, I have things I want to share with you guys. Okay, let me hit these comments real quick so I can show you. I've got show and tell. Helen, good morning. Helen is grateful for seeing this live. Grateful to be in good health. Grateful for a great community. So excited for your transformation, Halcyon. Thank you. Your essence is so special, and there's so many ways to reflect this in this lifetime. Great that you are thinking. What can you let go of now? Change is scary, and the ego tries to cling to safety, which is the identity we know. Grateful for your leadership and sharing your story. It helps others know they are not alone. Thank you. Okay, so on Sunday, I am flying to Connecticut to see Asher and Amy. If you're not familiar, Asher is my boy, my bio son. I'm a sperm donor, and I'm in his life. We visit 2 or 3 times a year, and he video chats me like 4 times a week. So we're definitely, he's important to me. So the last time that I had a breathwork workshop a few weeks ago, and I had this vision. I did a lot of healing around my inner child, and I had visions of things that I wish that I heard when I was a kid, and I had visions of, I'm going to say these things to Asher. And I had a moment where I was hugging this pillow, and I'm like, I'm going to bring a pillow to Asher so that we both have pillows that we can hug when we're doing our video calls. When we say goodbye, we can each hug our pillows. So I went to go find a pillow and I couldn't find it. And I'm like, wait, why don't I get stuffed animals? Duh. So these are the 2 stuffed animals that I got. This is to represent me for Asher. So Asher it's super soft and yummy. So when he says he can hug this beautiful, yummy hug this as I am hugging. This is Asher. This is Asher. I think it's life size. So this is I will get to hug Asher remotely, and he can hug. And he can hug Bada. So it's his birthday. He's turns 4 years old while I'm there. So this is his. So I don't, depending on my luggage, I don't know if I can bring them both. Because it would be cool to have, maybe I shouldn't bring the monkey. Maybe I'll just tell him, you're the monkey when I hug it, and this is me when you hug it. I got to figure that out. But luckily I'm on Southwest, so I get free luggage. So I could bring the big monkey. Yeah, so I'm grateful for Asher in my life, and I'm grateful for Amy for the Herculean task of raising a child on her own, and so grateful for how welcoming she is into their lives. And grateful for, yeah, grateful that I have the resources to go visit, and grateful for air travel, and grateful for the state of the pandemic such that travel is not so scary. Grateful for my vaccines, and grateful for a healthy, beautiful little boy that I get to hang out with. We're in Connecticut. Good question. She just moved and I keep forgetting. It's very near, it's like 15 minutes from the Hartford airport, I believe. That's where I'm flying into late. Yeah. Any other gratitudes? I am Rocky Hill. Connecticut. I really have enjoyed it when I visited. It's beautiful. I'm so ignorant of East Coast. Last time I visited, I visited friends in was it Rhode Island and in Connecticut. I was like, wow, it's really pretty. But so I'm looking forward to some nature that's different than San Diego nature. San Diego nature, we got beach, but it's dry. And I'm a lover of trees and rivers, so I'm hoping that I can see some trees and rivers. Go to Cape Cod if I can. All right. I should actually do some investigating, see if there's other things that I want to do while I'm there, since it is a full day of travel on both sides of the visit. Good morning, Lorian. Good morning. Al saying the East Coast doesn't know how to make good coffee in comparison to the West. I'll be fine. So it's been a long time since I've traveled without coffee or alcohol. It's going to be an opportunity for me to practice lots of things. A Boston visit. Is Boston close to Connecticut? I don't have a good sense of the East Coast. I'm illiterate geographically. Good morning, Gabriella. Gail is grateful for vivid dreams. I'm in upstate New York. It's still really cold, but spring is on its way. Brandy's saying there's a river here that is magical. I thought that said it's called the Satanic. No, it's called the Scantic. Oh, okay, that's a good thing to. I'll jot down a note. Hello, Gerard. It's 1:42 p.m. Good afternoon. Where is here for you? Lorian saying we have trees and rivers in Washington State. I have really been like, I meant to make a plan to go to Washington and Oregon for springtime and to do like a waterfall tour, but I did not do that. And now I have a bunch of stuff planned for this year. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to Hawaii at the end of next month, and I'll get to see waterfalls there. Bring a comfort item in my carry-on. I don't know what a comfort item would be. My computer, probably. That's kind of sad. Al saying, can we just start an eco hamlet on the edge of a beautiful river? Yeah, right? All right, a couple waterfalls on the Scantic River. All right, let me, I should write that down. Scantic. South America and Suriname. Very cool. Yay, happy 40th, Gabby, for Hawaii, Maui. I'm going to the Big Island, a place that I've been before. My friend Scott lives there, and going to go for a ceremony. One of the reasons why I say that I am no intoxicants and no stimulants is because like the organization Psychedelics in Recovery, I am not excluding psychedelics from my quote-unquote sobriety. So whether that is microdosing or legitimate medicinal doses of mushrooms or ayahuasca or whatever, potentially MDMA, I'm not considering those to be outside of my healing journey if done intentionally. That's true. Lori's saying you'll have the monkey. I don't know if I can bring that in a carry-on though. That's a little big. That would be pretty funny though if I just sit on my lap, with this big old hugging monkey. That's actually been a pretty good idea. Well, Brandy, I'll let you know if I plan. I got a pretty. I'm not there very long, but I will let you know if anything changes. Hug my monkey. Thank you, Tommy. I feel the waterfall of love. Well, I'm so honored and so I feel cleansed. Thank you for letting me share some healing tears, and thank you for making this space. I wrote in the essay that I posted that I don't know if I will keep sharing my journey. After an experience like this, I feel like it's super helpful for me. It's like a support group. But I also am trying to just stay aware that I have to stay in a healthy place. I don't want to be codependent on my happiness being dependent on your approval and on your kind words. But I think that there is a healthy balance in there. It feels that way, especially. Yeah, today. I don't feel. I feel unconditional love. I don't think that can be bad. So thank you. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Brandy and Gerbot and Lori and Al and Gerard and Tom and Lorian, Gail, Michelle and Gabby, Gabriella, Anetta, everyone who might be here and tuning in. Thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful morning. I will plan to see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is First Saturdays. So if you're in San Diego and you would like to join me for my monthly people experiencing homelessness, or San Diego brothers, sisters, and others that could use a little extra stuff. We distribute clothing and food and care packs. That happens tomorrow at noon in downtown San Diego at Taco, 3rd Avenue Charitable Organization. And this is your flower, but I'm gonna hold on to it for you. But know that this is for you. And if anything that I mentioned, you want to know more about it, you can always send me a message. Oh, Adelaide, good morning. And good morning, Christina. Good morning. You can always find more of my stuff at johnston.com. It's including my mailing list, and which I think I'm going to send out to my mailing list in the next few days, links to a few I've been listening to a morning meditation that I made, and I've been listening to a morning affirmations that I made, and a morning gratitude. I made these YouTube recordings so that I can just listen to them each morning, and I'm going to plan to share with them with my list. So if you want a copy of those, make sure you're on my mailing list, and you can join that list at johnston.com, as well as get a free sticker and order t-shirts if you want. You can even take a picture of your face and send it to me. There's a little a little button through the Koji that I use. If that makes no sense to you, just click on that link, and it's pretty rad. It's the coolest link tree ever. Oh, big words for a guy who just cried. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you.